Homie Talk for the homies, episode 3. Our last segment is actually Hassan sent me a video about some little white girl saying she wished she was black because black people can get away with racist jokes and things of that nature. And then also with all the shootings that was going on with innocent black people, a lot of white people, even some of my white friends on Facebook putting up posts talking about racism and how it wasn't fair. I wanted to make it clear to white people why it's like that. Not that it's fair, because it is unfair. But there's a reason for this injustice. Are white people considered the superior race in the world? Yeah. Am I wrong? Okay. So, with white people, I'm just going to break this down. Why every race doesn't care for white people. The Chinese Extraction Act that banned Chinese people from immigrating to America in the 1800s. When they put Japanese people in American concentration camps, pretty much. So that's Asians. Hispanics with the recent thing of the immigration, and now if you're in Arizona, you gotta walk around with a freaking passport or proof that you are a citizen. Black people definitely didn't come up with that. And then with Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, the Battle of Wounded Knee, the land being stolen from them, and then they were sent to reservations that aren't in the greatest conditions. And then, of course, our race that went through over 200 years of slavery, over 100 years of oppression after the slavery. And did you know one fun fact? The U.S. of A. is the only country on planet Earth that ever had a war over slavery. So, with white people having the power, and now that there's more of a sense of equality throughout all the races, this is why. It's not your fault, Jack Harper from Connecticut. It's not your fault that all the races gang up on you, especially the black race. They gang up on you. You are essentially paying for the sins of your father. If you want it to be different, then just switch the roles. Go through slavery, go through oppression, go through your homes being taken from you, go through concentration camps, go through immigration laws, 4,000 years, and then you can be called even. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead. I know I took a little long, but that's all I gotta say.
I don't know how to follow that up. Go ahead, Lloyd.
Put me on the spot. I don't know how to follow that up either. I mean...
Alright, so should white people be mad?
About racial?
Yeah, like do you feel like they have a right to say racist jokes and stuff like that? Like should they be not allowed to say racist jokes and our people or all the other races
should? Anybody should say any type of racist jokes, period.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I pretty much agree with Lloyd, but I mean, it kind of stings a little more when it comes from white people because they are the superior race.
Yeah.
According to them.
Because
the stereotypes of white people we just discussed in the last segment. If you're a black person and you speak with a level of intellect, you're considered speaking white. There's always a superiority, even in the stereotypes, that white people have this over everybody else. Mm-hmm. So because you have this, like, what are you mad about? Yeah. And then what's it called? The Boondocks, the nigga moments. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, then they run into each other. Black dudes run into a white dude. He goes, "What am I doing? I'm white." Like that's how it is. Like that's, and to be honest, if I'm a white, I don't know, I've never been a white person, but if I'm a white person, I think I would assume that that's how I would feel. Because it's like, I'm not saying white people don't go through stuff and aren't poor and don't live through crime-infested cities and things of that nature, but nobody sees you like that. No other race sees you like that, and it's because of all those examples I named. It's because you killed innocent people as far as Native Americans, and you imprisoned Japanese people, you know, just because they were Japanese. And, you know, and you're interrogating Hispanics just because they might be illegal immigrants or something like that. And then you put black people through slavery, and the slavery ended in England before the U.S. became a country. Over 100 years before the U.S. became an official country, it ended in England. So like, what's up with that? Why y'all mad? You had 1,000 years of nobody being able to tell you what to do. Get over it.
Yeah. And in this country, you have white skin. That's basically a privilege in this country. You know, because they can get away with, you know, murdering somebody. Like the Ferguson situation. I guarantee, if it was a black cop who did that to a white person,
I mean,
I don't even have to say what happened.
I mean, the Rodney King situation. On tape,
I got the lynch right here.
they beat Rodney King almost to death, and every single one of them got acquitted. If it was black cops beating on that black man, and were like, we're going to arrest them, they're all gonna lose their jobs. But you know what? It's black on black crime, so it's an everyday thing, isn't it?
Well, you remember in the Joker in The Dark Knight said that if a gangbanger gets killed, nobody pays any attention.
But if I say I'm gonna kill one little bear, everyone lose their mind.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, this whole thing about the Ferguson and the Trayvon Martin and the big dude that got choked out, that ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
What's that? Like, the outrage needs to go higher than that, and beyond that. And then it doesn't make sense how, you know, we're not hearing very much from our African American president on the situation either. But back to white people, you got it. What you mad for? Like really, like white people. Any white person who's watching this, I need to know, why are you mad? Why are you mad? This don't make sense. Why are you mad? Tell me. Because you can't say the N-word? Have the N-word. I'm being so... I don't even use the N-word. Have it. If you want to make all the racist jokes, feel free. I don't care. I would love to just, you know, like, I don't know. The white people I hang out with, they're not the most privileged people either. But I'm just saying, like, come on. Like, really? So you mad because you can't say a race joke? You mad because...
y'all made up?
Yeah. I'll never forget dudes like, how you stop a group of black people from beating you up? You throw a basketball in the middle of them. Like, and then he's like, I know you got one. I know black people make stuff up. No, we don't. We too busy trying to not get shot by cops. We too busy getting pulled over for DWBs.
Yo, I got pulled over by a cop just for riding my bike down the street. You know what this dude asked me? He got my ID. He said, "Do you got any drugs on you?" I got drugs on me now. I look like, it's like, you got any drugs on you? What's in your book bag?
Yo, that's
like,
crazy.
You know how many times I got stopped by a cop? He was like, cause my hair wasn't very long, but I'm just riding my bike down the street. White cop pull over next to me. He didn't even know I had my music in my ears. He just pulled up next to me, flashed a light at me. I was like, "Is there something I can help you with?" He's like, "You know you can't ride your bike with music in your ear." Jonathan, I had earbuds in. He didn't know I had music in my ears until I pulled them out. I got harassed by a cop standing at the bus stop. They said Midas had got robbed. I'm standing at the bus stop. I'm really going to steal something from Midas right across the street from the bus stop and wait there for the cops to show. Yeah.
I hope this bus comes. Hey, this bus is late.
I got.
Yo, you gotta be the dumbest criminal in the world if you ride buses. If you wait on a bus schedule to do your bidding, you gotta be the dumbest criminal in the world.
I'm waiting at the bus stop. The Midas right there across the street from RK Chevrolet got robbed, and the cop stopped.
I need to see a white person who's been through this. That's what I want to know. Look, white people, I'm really asking you. I'm being so sincere. Like, I really gave you y'all reason. You're paying for the sins of your father. I want to know if you, all these examples that my brother just came up with, and I got plenty more. But we don't have the time, and I'm sure Hassan got some too. I want to know if y'all ever been through that. Like, before you want to cry about being able to say race jokes like that idiotic girl did, and she's like, I want to know. I want people to think like, oh, I'm black. Or, oh, that's a black girl. Nobody cares. Like, really, nobody cares if you're white. Nobody cares if you're black. At least black people don't go around thinking that. Like I said, because we're too busy not trying to go through what you went through. Not trying. Look, and to be honest, also another point, the people, a lot of the people who got killed by the police, even though wrongfully, I really feel like it's kind of they could have prevented it. In all honesty, because when you a black guy, they already see you as hostile. Exactly. So when you start getting angry, the last thing I want to do is I'm unarmed, raise my voice, and get hostile with a guy with a nightstick, a taser, and a gun with 16 bullets in it,
and extra clips in their pocket,
and a shotgun in the trunk. What are you doing?
It's not.
Be smart. Be smart.
It's not even in the trunk anymore. It's sitting right there next to them in the driver's seat.
Be smart. And they got a laptop to write up the report. Man, this brother here went off, and I had to defend myself. I think he was on LSD. I don't know. PCP or whatever initials they use it for drugs now. Like, this is like. Anyways, get back. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. White people, that's your reason.
Being black in America.
Every white person needs to see this video. And I think if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I guarantee you I'll respond. And I'm not going to get hostile. I'm not going to go through the name call. I'm pretty sure white people, you know, them internet thugs, they love to do that. I don't care. I really don't care. Because I'm living a better life than you. I really am. So you can be mad if you want. You can be mad if you want. So, it is what it is. But anyways, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.